Hey guys, it's Bill from TFL Chat Room. Today is Wednesday, August 3rd, and I'm going to do my daily Apple volume profile analysis for this day. Here's the daily chart on Apple, and I'm going to go back to this, really just this full move and expose this move up and this move down, and look at our volume profile analysis over here. Again, we are still kind of stuck in this low bar. Not thinking we're going to stay here long. Price usually doesn't stay on these low bars long, but we'll see what happens there. And one thing I want to note on the daily chart here too that I've been looking at is comparing these this line, not necessarily the slope of this line, but the fact that it's trending down. We got a lower high here, a lower high there. Here we're kind of flattening out on the bottom. We've hit this bottom now 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and we've hit this 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's either going to break through this bottom or break through this top. But what is tracking along with that is on-balance volume. Again, so I'm going to reference on-balance volume and eventually talk about what this is more, but you can certainly look it up. It's an accumulation of volume, both buying volume and selling volume, and they determine buying or selling by looking at whether the candle closed open. If the candle close of the day was a green candle or red candle. And so if it's a red candle, they add to the volume going down. And if it's a green candle close, it starts to go up. And so what you want to see as you track that is that this trends in the same direction that this is going. That means this is a legit move. There are times, and I don't think it's on Apple, there are other charts where literally you will see price go down and on-balance volume going up. And that is a divergence there. So I will definitely look for a change in trend. I do that on the short-term charts, and I'll post a video about that later. But all I wanted to really note here was that they're going in the same direction. So these highs here that correspond to these highs here, this is a lower high, and so is this. This is a lower high, and so is this. And this is a lower high so far, and so is this. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Yesterday, we looked at, we zoomed in a little bit and looked at these railroad tracks that happened. And they happened at this low volume profile bar that I have on here from this low here from March 28th. So when I see this happening, and it's happening at a trend line, I'm thinking reversal. So I went in short yesterday, and so far the short went against me a little bit, not the end of the world. I'm still thinking this won't spend much time here, and my thought process is that we're going to head back down to this yellow line. It may not, and price may tell me something different. One thing I note here on this daily chart, when I took this short over here after this pin bar, it went down a couple of bars, and I was happy to get profit there. But look at these red bars here, 1, 2, 3, all on increasing volume. So I really still like this right here, even though price went up after earnings. I still like this. I still think this is significant until it just absolutely proves to me that it's not. And I think it will prove to me that it's not once we get up past this second low volume profile bar. If tomorrow we go up here and close anywhere up here, I'll close my trade out at a small loss and be fine with that and wait to see what happens here. If it turns around, it just keeps going up. If it goes past this area and zooms up, Apple may just continue to go up, and then I would look for it to try and take out this high and then eventually this high. I don't know if it's going to do that or not. We'll wait and see what happens with price. But here was Apple today. Volume, let's see, we're at about 30 million shares a day. I think the average is a little higher, so we're just about below average on volume today. And this kind of medium to smaller green bar would be, I don't say that's an anomaly between this volume bar and the price bar. It's probably about where it should be. So nothing anomalous there, or nothing that sticks out to me. I still think this was an important move here, this up and then down right away. So we're going to wait this out and see what happens. Let's drop down to a smaller time frame so we can kind of see how the day unfolded. From a volume perspective, of course, we had a big push here at 9:30 and a big candle up. And then we pulled back a little bit. This is, if you pull the fibs on this, is probably the 38 fibs, somewhere around there, and ended the day up here at the high of the day, which is actually a strong signal. Yesterday we didn't quite end the day at the low, so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning as the market opens. What happens with Apple and how we will trade it again. I'm not going to get out of this trade tomorrow until or unless I see a close above this yellow line. Any close above this area here, and I will just get out of the trade with a small loss. Probably do that around 3:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll take a look at that and just kind of see how it goes. Other than that, that's it. We're tracking on Apple, introducing unbalanced volume down here and looking at the trend of that versus the trend of price, and everything's in line. So I am thinking short here. Based on that, based on this increasing volume here before earnings, and this candle stick pattern of railroad tracks at a low volume profile bar. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hope you guys have a good night.